Well, everything seems to be looking rather tidy at last. We've just made a start clearing some of these pots from all the dead stuff from last year and getting ready for the new flower season. Now, when it comes to roses, I do fall at the bottom of the class. Now, I know you cut the heads off once they're flowered, and I also know that most roses have 5 leaves and the suckers have 7 leaves. I think that's right. Correct me if I'm wrong. And the suckers are what you want to get rid of. Although, apart from that, I don't know. I'm not too clued up on how to prune roses. So I've read, when you trim them back, you cut just above a bud. If anyone's got any tips on that, pop your little tips down below and let us know. So I think with these, excuse me, because these are the good ladies, I'm just gonna take the buds out that are dead, and for now, leave it at that. But these wonderful varieties, we got these I think it was last year or year before, and we've got one called Eyes for You, Silver Wedding, My Lovely Dad, and this one, which I really do like, is Hot Chocolate. Although that one is very, very thorny. Now it's nice to see the giant lilies actually coming through at last. I was a little bit worried whether they'd actually survive when I moved them, but they look like they're going to put on a really good display this year. In between our twirling butterflies. And I've just noticed as well, in the pot by the side of the pond, the chocolate lilies are starting to come through as well. Now the rosemary cuttings that I took last year, which all died, they didn't survive. While I was having a little rummage around in the roses, we found this. A little seedling that's got lots of roots on it from the rosemary bush, self-seeded. So I'm going to keep that, because that rosemary bush is getting a bit old now. We've had it over 20 odd years, if not a bit longer, and it's time for a new one. Anyway, that's that bit done. Right, flowers. I was looking through the box last night and I was thinking to myself, I've done my veg, I've done this, what have I sowed, what I haven't sowed. I haven't sowed any flowers, so I better crack on and get some of that done, because we're now in April and some of these should have been sown in February / March. We're going to do lots of varieties. Let's put that one in there so it don't blow away. Lots of varieties as we normally do, and if all the veggies don't grow, I can fill the area with flowers. Now we're going to be putting in some convolvulus, Love Lies Bleeding, delphiniums, asters. We do like asters. And hang on, I've left bloody pots indoors. Verbena. Scabuous. Marigolds. A couple of, was there 2 marigolds in there, wasn't there? Oh yeah, we got Orange Boy, which is a French marigold, and another French marigold, which is a red cherry. So instead of the normal marigold where you get the red, and orange together in the same plant, we're going to have 2 separate plants to try and mix it up a little bit. Some nice scented stock, viola, 2 different types of zinnias, Old Mexico zinnia and Early Wonder mixed, and we're going to put some petunias in as well. But this is the start of the flowers that are going in, and I'm going to be using the big seed trays, 5 rows in each. Try to save a bit of space. And I'm running out of plant labels. I've got loads in the bag, but they need cleaning. So I need to sit down with the nail varnish remover tonight and clean a few more up. But for now, we'll use these lollipop sticks. Now the marigolds, I'm going to be doing in these little pots. We do like a marigold, and if I get into it again, we're doing 2, and I've got the mixed one as well. Yes, I forgot about that. Put these in quite thickly. Yeah, all gone. So these, hang on, let's get the right packet. Where the hell's that gone? It's a little bit windy today, and I think my seed packet's just blown away somewhere while I was changing the battery on the camera. Yeah, it's gone. Oh well, they're marigolds anyway, that I do know. Now I've decided to come in the greenhouse where it's nice and warm. Now it's weird. When the sun, it's all nice and lovely up at the back of the garden, but when the sun starts drifting round, and it's now behind me, it gets a little bit chilly in the corner. So it's nice to be in the greenhouse, late afternoon, sun behind, beaming down on your neck. Now, the other seeds, or there's a couple of different ones, which are new. I see these dahlias on the internet, and they are Dahlia Envy Green Pure. And I just like the colour of them. I don't know why. Most dahlias are like bright, different colours, but this one is just like bland, plain. And it will add a bit of a contrast if you dot them around within the other colours. Put some of them in as well. I've got another little packet of seeds there as well, and this one and this one I'm going to tell you about in a second, they were spur of the moment things. You know when you see something and you see the picture and you think, I really like that, I'm going to buy a bag just for the fun of it. Well, that's what I did with these. Now these will all grow into tubers with a bit of luck. So I won't have to buy another packet of seeds. And this year with the dahlias, what I'm going to do, I watched a programme, or it was more of a debate actually, about do you lift them or don't you lift them? And it depends. I come to the conclusion it depends on how bad the frost is in your area that you get. If you only have a mild frost, I say leave them in the ground. If you have cold frosts, dig them up and store them in dry sand, dry compost. But there was a chap that said, well, I get frosts every year, but my dahlias are buried deeper in the ground than normal people put their dahlias. He said, so I don't dig mine up, I just leave them in. He said, and they come back every year, which opened up another debate. It's all about debates, isn't it? Anyway, right, that's me waffling for a minute. Some of them, what number were they? I can't even remember. 16. Here we go. They can go in the little tray over the back here. Now these are, do you know what? There's a picture. I'm not even going to try and pronounce these. Do you know what? It's really hard for me to try and pronounce some of these names of these seeds. And these are just the seed, these are just the names on the packets. And I'm not even going to try the botanical name. That is a proper tongue twister. But anyway, I bought these because I do like them. I did see them many years ago. I think it was in, where was it, Home? Might have been Home Base, when they was just up the road. And they was cheap as chips. I think that was a 50p a plant, something like that, back then. They don't live very long, but they do give rather interesting colours. So I'm going to try some of these in these little pots. Now you get loads and loads of seeds, and they look like they're coated. Don't think they are, but they're not. They're shiny seeds, as if, like, you know, when you buy them and they're coated with what they coat them with. Well, yeah, let's do some of these. It said on the packet, I didn't read it, look, 900 seeds. And I'm just going to give these, I'm not going to go mad with the compost because they're only little seeds. Just a little covering on the top. I think that'll do. Right, I didn't put them all in, so I'm going to save. It's no my luck, I'll put them all in and I'll end up with 900 plants. I won't know what to do with them. Now Linda at the Feel Good Garden down in Wales, or up in Wales, which I do watch, I do enjoy her channel. She's doing a little sunflower grow along sort of thing. It's not a competition, it's just a bit of fun. I know some of the other YouTubers, they've jumped on the wagon as well, and I thought I'd do the same. For the simple reason, I do like sunflowers. I've grown some big sunflowers in my time, and I've grown some nice, beautiful little sunflowers as well. I've also had some disasters, but I'm going to jump on the wagon, join in, and see how we get on this year. Now, I'm only going to do 4 different varieties, 3 of which I had kicking about in my seed box from last year. I've got the giant ones, always do the giant ones. I haven't had a giant sunflower, a single-headed one, for years. since I put one out the front garden and I had to tie it to the side of the house because the head of it was tapping on the bedroom window. That gives you an idea how big that got. But that was probably the biggest I'd ever grown. We've got these ones. Oh, the giant sunflowers are just standard yellow. These ones, Ms. Mars. They've got like a reddy, pinky sort of tinge to the leaves with white ends. Or so the picture says. And I don't know how big they grow. Oh no, yes. Oh, they're only small. About 30 inches. So they're little diddy ones. So we're going for the teddy bear, which, as we all know, is the multi-stemmed yellow ones. They grow to about 3 foot, I think, if I remember rightly, or up to 3 foot, which I do like the teddy bear ones. The teddy bear one I had, I think like year before last, I just put just outside there next to the bean frame, and it was a lovely pollinator for the beans. Now, one I just see online, and I've never used this company before. It's called Nan's Garden. Nice packet, environmentally friendly packet because it's paper, it's not gloss. And you get 40 seeds in a packet. I think that was about £2.20, something like that. And it's a simple name called chocolate, which apparently are really dark brown. And I see, again, I see the picture and I thought, I'm just going to buy them. I'll have a packet of them. Everything's basic on the packet, which is good. We'll have a quick look inside. And I can feel on here, I think she got a bloody receipt. Yes. So you haven't, with these, what a result. You haven't got to keep bending over all the sides like I do. They've got these things like the sandwich bags inside. You just seal them up. Oh, brilliant. Perhaps more seed suppliers should do things like this. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. I've just looked at the teddy bear seeds and I've only got 3 seeds left in the packet. Oh God, I hope these grow. So I think for the rest of the evening, while the sun's still out and it's still warm, I'm going to be putting in some saved seeds from last year. We got some daisies. Now I'm not sure if they're the Mickelson daisy or I don't know, to be honest, but we'll put them in. Some snapdragons, although with the snapdragons they are for the following year, because even though they grow this year they won't flower till next. And Dahlia mixed. Now I went round all the dahlias last year that I had in the old vegetable bed, and I just picking all the heads off and put them all, mixed them all up. So I haven't got a clue what I've got in there, so that's why I'm going to be putting them in the bigger one. That one can go in there, and that one can go in there. So I think that's about me done for today. Oh, hang on, before you shut off, don't press that stop button. We've been shopping. Now, if I'll get them out of there. I was walking past the local pound shop and I don't know, what do you call it in America? What do you call the cheap shops in America? Let us know. Do you call them, is there thrift stores? Is it? But anyway, the cheapy shops that do all the silly things. he was walking in off the lorry with the trolley, with all the bulbs and the tubers. And I collared him. I picked him off the trolley before the trolley got in the shop. I only picked 3. I picked them from the back of because they tend to put all the dodgy ones at the front and the good ones at the back. So I only picked up 3 for now. I'll go back and have another look, see if I can get some more. But we've picked up these red hot pokers. Now I've tried these from seed and I've had no luck whatsoever. So we've got 2, they're not tubers as such, are they? They're what they call them, rhizomes. So you get 2 in there for £1. So I bought 4 of them. And I did have a quick rummage around before he went in the shop. And I think, to be honest, I think the delivery guy was getting a little bit, come on mate, hurry up. I've got other deliveries to do. But no, we've got little bits of roots, so we're going to do them. And I want to put them in pots and see how they do. I won't put them straight in the garden. I can control them a little bit better in the pots. And we've got some lupins. Now, lupins are a little bit controversial because they're poisonous. They're not so much poisonous to humans, although if you start eating them, they will be. But they're poisonous to pets. And as I've got a dog, I need to be a little bit careful. We've got 2 of them for £1. And what I'll probably do is I'll put them at the back of the border as opposed to the front, so the dog can't get there. So they're in there somewhere. I did feel them. I had a quick feel when I pulled them off the trolley, just to see how fat the little tube of rhizomes were, and if they had any roots or whether they'd been sprouting. But yeah, that's something else I need to sort out. Oh, it's all damn go, isn't it? It's all go at the moment. And I also need to have a good tidy up in this greenhouse. It's been a bit of a mad couple of weeks. Work sort of got picked up and got busy. So you're coming in the greenhouse, sowing some seeds. And you tend to just chuck your stuff under the bench, don't you? Yes. So anyway, that's me waffling. I'm done. If you enjoyed it, thumbs up, thumbs down, leave us a comment or send us a little email on the Gmail. It's down below. And I'll try and pop as many links in as I can.